Hi everybody, sorry for that interruption there. I ran out of space on this device here and had to clear out some stuff before I could continue. Anyway, we're right here on this problem here, finding the difference quotient for the x squared minus 8x function. We had figured out what f of x plus h is by replacing x with x plus h, working it all out. It's kind of a mess right here, but it's the average rate of change is this minus that. It's y minus y over x minus x. Once again, we work that out here in this fraction. There's your first y minus the second y, and of course that's a plus 8x right there when I subtract negative 8x. So that's plus. That cancels out this negative 8x, by the way, as this negative x squared cancels out that positive x squared. So those two parts are gone now, leaving only behind 2xh plus h squared minus 8h. They all have h as a factor, so therefore I can cancel it out of the denominator of the fraction, leaving behind 2x plus h minus 8 is my difference, my simplified difference quotient for this function. Okay, last problem. Last couple of problems. Finding the inverse of these functions here. This is a line, 4x minus 3/4, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, I switch the x and the y and then solve for y. So instead of y equals 4x minus 3/4, I got x equals 4y minus 3/4. I solve it for y, and you might have this, x plus 3/4 over 4. But don't leave that that form for your answer. That's a compound fraction. That's really unnecessarily awkward. You can write it in other ways. One of those ways is 1/4 x minus 3/16, because x divided by 4 is 1/4 x. 3/4 divided by 4 is 3/16. So this shows the slope is 1/4 and the y-intercept is 3/16. So that's a handier way, a better way to write that function. The other function started off as a cubic function, 2x cubed minus 7. So again, I switch x and y. X equals 2y cubed minus 7. I'm going to add 7 and divide by 2, kind of all in one jump right there. So I hope that was okay. That equals then y cubed. So I just take the cube root of that stuff, equaling y, and that's my inverse. That's a cube root function, which kind of makes sense. That would be the inverse of a cubic function. The math purists out there probably would not like to see this. They'd rather see the this expression here with a rationalized denominator instead of the cube root of 2 on the bottom of the fraction. But that, in my opinion, is kind of silly. That gives you a really much more complicated looking thing, and this is just fine as it is. So there you go. There's your solutions. Hope that was all very helpful for you. Ask me a question in the forum, and if you have any questions about any of these videos, okay? Bye-bye.